Well, hello there, everyone. How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? Welcome to All Spun Out. It is not episode 1. I need to change that. It is episode 11 or something, 12. Want to welcome my panel here today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Chadeo, the Mile High Club. We got Mr. Inspection Time, Bumpy Road Brews. We got East Coast Ale Reviews. Cheers to Angie's Fluid Art. Cheers to you guys. And all right. Cool. So we had an adjective assigned to us through our little wheel spinner. And hopefully you guys found something that's somewhat close to that word. And let's have fun. Let's do this. So here's to the chatters when they show up. All right. Let's bring this view up and bring Chadeo up. Cheers.
Well, hello. So my word for this week was wrong. So the first beer came to my mind was New Belgium Fat Tire. This beer is wrong. It was wrong of them to change the recipe from an amber to a golden ale. So, that's all I can really say about this. I think it's still 5.2%, same as the amber. So they kept that. That's what they kept. But all right, let's get into it. I love this device.
Yeah, those are cool.
Pops it right off. Put it in my old Belgian glass. There it is. The bubbles coming up on the side. Wow. Fancy. Very translucent. Can see right through it. Can talk to you. Just review it like this, but I won't. Nice golden color, but a half a finger head. Tight bubbles. Not a whole lot going on with it. A lot more lighter than the amber for sure, because it's not an amber. Give it a smell. Get some of the wheat, some malts. Smells refreshing. There's really not a whole lot going on with it. Just smells like a banquet. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Not a whole lot going on with the flavor. Just getting that light, probably blonde malts. A little bit of wheat in it. Still don't understand why they changed the recipe. Their excuse was, well, we're trying to cater to the young crowd. Well, then you might as well have made this like a Fat Tire seltzer if you're trying to cater to the young crowd. Not a huge fan. Definitely will miss the amber ale. I do have one sitting in my cellar, which I'll crack open sometime this summer and enjoy. But yeah, if you ask me, I think this beer is just wrong. Cheers.
There you go.
Cheers.
Right.
Cheers.
Awesome, man. Thanks, Chadeo. All right, we got Bumpy next.
Yeah. Mine's going to be kind of a far-fetched one. I had fat, and it was a fat with a pH, so pretty hot and tempting. And I wasn't just going to go get my jalapeno, beer that I always get, the Bohemian, whatever, jalapeno, Bohemian. But anyway, so what I found was this is a Pilsner. And it's brewed by Branch and Blade Brewing Company. It's called Subculture. It's 5%. It's clean and crisp with nothing but classic Pils goodness. Subculture is fermented cold with the original Pilsner yeast strain from the Czech Republic while spunning to create natural carbonation. After an extended de-rest, we could cold condition Subculture for 2 months. This lager is produced to celebrate a classic style that has withstood the test of time. And that sounds pretty tempting to me. Just a classic cold Pilsner But I also said, well, she's pretty hot and tempting too, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah. So
That's pretty fat.
let's go ahead and give this one a pour. Okay, so it has that sudsy white head, kind of soap sudsy. It's going to break down real quick. Oh, there's floaties in this. Interesting. Yeah, so this is definitely an unfiltered, hazy Pilsner. It's yellow or hay in coloration. I do see carbonation flowing up through. But yeah, definitely not clear. I mean, it looks like dirty fishbowl water. It's got the muck.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, it's got some nice cracker, like a white, like a saltine cracker smell to it. Little bit of like a doughiness, little zest, slightly like a lemon type note, little spice. All right, let's dive on in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers, bro.
Light body, light body, spritzy carbonation, crackery, slight bready notes from the malt, a little bit of that kind of like an earthy herbal type note, mostly. Yeah, and the finish kind of and that woodsy character. This would be, I'd say, moderately bitter for the style. Definitely has a bitter punch at the end, and it does linger on. But yeah, drying to the palate. It is crisp. Can't really say it's clean. Not super clean, but yeah, it's aight. I'll come up with a score for it later on. And cheers, 5%. Sure, it's just like that.
Nice.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy. All right, next we got East Coast LK Reviews. We got Tanner.
You got his
Maybe.
He's doing laundry.
So we got next we'll do Chadeo, and we'll bring up.
I've already gone.
Oh,
You mean Angie? You don't want to go to Angie?
We'll go to Angie.
If we have to, come on.
Right.
Are there any other choices?
Oh God, that's gonna.
No, I'm leaving.
No. Okay, so my word last week was nutty. So I got I can't ever say it right. Abita.
That's how you say it. Yeah, a pizza. I think they're from New York.
Peanut butter and jams. Hells yeah. 8% ABV. And
Perfect.
it's peanut butter. So it's gonna be nutty. And I'm drinking it. So there you have it. Yeah, that looks good. Sorry about the reflection on my glass. Yeah, it's like a nice orangey kind of. Yeah. Hang on, I gotta turn my light up. No floaties, but you can't see through it. It's opaque. It's got a nice one big finger head. Not quite two. It's sorry. It's the suds are nice and clingy to the side of the glass. It retains its head. It doesn't like float away. Doesn't have big bubbles in it, but it's like thick, and creamy. So, sorry, there's going to be noise because I'm stuffed up. Hang on. I smell strawberry. That must be the jam.
Mm,
I smell like roasted peanuts.
nice.
I smell like peanut brittle. I guess that's what, caramel?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. It smells delectable. So let's go ahead and try it. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Oh. There is a party going on in my mouth. Let me just tell you, this is. I taste the strawberry like preserves, the jam. I taste the peanut butter. I taste the bread that it's on. Crazy. It's like a multi-grain kind of bread. Yeah. Medium body, clean, and the strawberry stays on the palate.
Hmm.
It's really tasty. If you want like one of those trendy, it tastes like something like a s'more or like a PBJ. Tastes like a PBJ.
Does it have an alcohol bite to it or anything in the back? Or
Um,
being that it's 8%?
not really for being 8%, which is kind of odd. Usually when you get up that way, it's got that boozy kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this one doesn't. It's really refreshing. I like
Nice.
it. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Sounds good.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. I'm yet to finding some Abita.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers.
they're good. I like them.
I've had their the purple haze a while back though. That was really good.
Yeah, they're tasty. I will get these again.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Angie. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah. Tanner next.
Sorry about that. My manager is calling me about some work stuff. So I hit up Proclamation. I haven't been to them in a while. My word was wild. So I have an American Wild Ale. This is called the Internal Void of the Alpaca Magi. It's got a alpaca on it that looks like he listens to a ton of My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, freaking nicely done.
And it's a wild ale, and I will say it's got a wild label, and it's actually pretty wild of a beer. I got the website pulled up, pretty cool. The Eternal Void of the Alpaca Magi. The Alpaca Magi wandered through the deepest, darkest depths of nothingness to find this magical liquid. This blended dark sour was fermented and aged in Woodford Reserve bourbon barrels for 9 months, then conditioned on tart cherries, plums, black currants, and raspberries for 1 year, and it's 8% ABV. So it's a wild ale aged in Woodford Reserve barrels, and I didn't even know that they bourbon barrel aged wild ales. So I thought that was pretty damn cool. So let's crack this open. This was $17 for. I think this might be okay. It's a 1.9 full ounce, so it's a 500 ml bottle.
Yeah.
Then I got my sour glass. Pour it up. So it is pouring very dark. It's got some. It actually looks kind of milky. Pouring very thick.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave some in the bottle. Wow, that is what it looks like. So
That is dark.
it actually looks like muddy, mud water. I was going to say something else, but we'll be professional. Yeah, super hazy, murky, can't see through it at all. Didn't really produce much of a head. I can already get a ton of aromas. What did they say? So it was cherries, plums, black currants, and raspberries. So, all right, so a bunch of dried fruits and then some raspberries. Yeah, looks really good. It's actually leaving like a little bit of like a puree lacing. Now it's not technically like heavily fruited. It kind of looks like one though, to be honest. Let's go for the nose. Ooh, it's got that super acidic, sour aroma. I would definitely say the more dominant fruit is probably plum. I'm not getting much cherry. I'm not too familiar with black currants, but yeah, I would say it's more plum. It's more of that dried fruit. A little bit of that raspberry in the background. A little bit of like a malty sweetness, slight funk. A little bready, actually. Yeah, I would definitely say it's more dried fruit forward with a little bit of that like tart raspberry. It smells good. 8% is well hidden. A little bit of oak. Now, being bourbon barrel aged, it's not necessarily like chocolate or coffee. It's more of like that oaky kind of dry. Well, you can't smell dry, but oaky, woody kind of aroma. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Holy, that's freaking sour. Woo! The guy at the place, he's like, if you like really sour beers, you're gonna love this. I'm like, yeah, I like them. This is like, it's super acidic going down. This is kind of heartburny. It's good though. You're left with a big lingering raspberry. Sweet tart raspberry lingers on the palate. Cherry in between. A good astringent dry oak on the back end. Yeah, it's solid. You get pretty much all the fruits, and then a little bit of a funk. As far as like I said, like the barrel aging, the oak is very noticeable, and they did a good job with blending the fruits. It is a little bit more dried fruit forward on the palate as well, though. But yeah, definitely a sipper. 8% ABV. It's well hidden. I just wouldn't go chugging this at all. But it's solid. It's pretty interesting too. So I'll sit and sip on this and see what I think next time around. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right, man. Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm gonna cough again. Hold on. Oh, phlegm. Okay. My word was eager, and so my thoughts were find something with a cork in it, because that sucker wants to come out and hit you in the face, right? If you're looking right at it. So I'm trying not to push, the limits by shaking this around too much. But this is one from Draper Brewing, like Draper Brewing. It's a limited release, barrel aged, I don't know on what, and bottle conditioned. It's a wild ale with a cork in it and a cap, and it's a 7.3% with Umpqua grown blueberries. These guys are out of 10 Mile, Oregon. I'm assuming 10 Miles more on the eastern side of Oregon, because I've never heard of 10 Mile. But I have had Draper before. They're pretty good. And I don't see any kind of date or anything like that, but it's all good. It was barrel aged for crap. And there's no hiss. And you know why? Because it has a cork in it. I gotta take this out.
That cork is deep.
Yeah, it is. Jesus.
I remember Bumpy reviewed a beer with a cork in it on, I think, it might have been Rate That Beer, and he opened it, and the freaking thing shot and hit the ceiling. You remember that, Bumpy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The lager, yeah. When you wiggle it with your thumb like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna do this right here.
I'm afraid of corks.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either. Yeah, it kind of freaks me out.
I'm good with them.
Oh,
Oh, it sounded good.
ooh, that smells
Is
good.
it pouring out the glass yet? No.
It's actually doing all right. I can't believe it. It smells really good. It smells like vinegar.
I love the ones when you pop the cork and they just fizz right out.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Nice foamy. Yeah. Active. This one's not so active.
Oh, it's red.
Yeah, got a cran or like a blueberry look to it, definitely. Or like it looks more blueberry. It is using when it's called Alone in Blue. It doesn't sound. I got a bad mind. All right, Alone in Blue. But very blueberry, somewhat slight kind of cranberry look as well. It does have a nice poured about half a pinky's worth of head. It's starting to go down now, which is typical for a sour style, wild style. But it is keeping a nice retention. Jeez. It's kind of a pinked, kind of red, blueberry-ish like cranberry head. More like blueberry head, white blueberries. Red on the bottom though. It's got a nice little red glare. It's opaque, can't see through it. It's got a medium fast rising bubble, accelerated bubbles, effervescent. It smells like blueberry kombucha or blueberry apple cider vinegar with that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
You do get the blueberries. You get a wild berry smell. You get that blueberry-ish like smell coming through. Yeah, like probably like a lactobacillus. I would imagine it doesn't have any like a Brett, like a nasty farm footy kind of thing or anything. It's just more of lactobacillus cultures in this or whatever, making it nice and sour. It has a sour kick to it, big time in the nose. It wasn't as eager as I wanted it to be, though. I was hoping it would hit me in the face or like break my nose. But let's go ahead and drink this. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't hurt yourself.
Please be delicious.
Oh, that is nice. It has kind of a smooth, buttery kind of mouthfeel. It's kind of silky. It does have a lactic, acidic kind of thing going in the middle on the palate. Tastes like olives, green olives. I'm getting green olive and blueberry with the apple cider vinegar. It's not as hardcore though on the vinegar. It's not really crazy where if you were to take a vinegar teaspoon down, it's like yeah. It's not like that. It's more subtle, more buttery, more not as in diacetyl, but buttery feeling. It just has this nice kind of oily feel to it. That's where I think like the olive kind of things coming into my mind, and it has that green olive kind of taste. I don't know. It's really interesting. With the boop, some chicken in my mouth from my food earlier. Olives and blueberries for sure. Body is like a medium-ish, medium light body. It's got a somewhat of a sweetness. It's sour, but it's got a sweetness to it as well. No alcohol, nothing like that ringing up the nose, down the throat. Dry finish. Blueberries, there's a slight cranberry coming through as well. Could be from the soury, cranberries are sour, so I'm getting that kind of effect.
Yeah.
But big time green olives, not black olives, green olives with blueberries. There is a difference between black and green olives for sure. I mean, and then you got Clamato olives, but Man, it does kind of have a clamato. The little the Italian olives. That's kind of hitting.
Mm.
It's very olivey. Weird. I like it.
It's got an Oliver twist.
Oliver twist.
That's a good one.
It's got a nice effervescence in the mouth though too. Like the feeling is a nice lift on the carbonation. It's quite nice. And very drying. Kind of takes off all those flavors and dries off quickly. Not quickly, but enough, fast enough to where you're not like sick from anything bad in it. It's just really nice. It's got a very nice, lovely feel to it and taste. So I like it. It's kind of like a champagne in a way. So if you like champagne, you might like this. All right, let's go into our next phase here, and let's kind of leave it where we're at. Well, let's move you guys around. Gauntlet day to day. I'll just leave it like that. I know we had a wishy-wash there, but Tanner had some business he had to take care of. So,
yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and share. Let's share the screen. Let's talk about some stuff, man. Let's see what topic we get, and kind of kill some time with that. Wheel. Close this out. I took out some topics that we had already talked about.
Nice.
We'll just see what happens. That way we're not talking about the same fucking thing all the time. That's easy enough.
Didn't we do that last week?
We did. I didn't take it out.
Yeah.
Shit, I lied to you guys. Where's the favorite?
I left all the ones in that we already talked about.
Favorite brewery. I will just leave it. I can't find it in the fucking list.
Favorite brewery again.
Sellouts.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sellouts, man. What do you guys think?
Oof.
Let's group discuss this. Sellouts as in craft breweries that sell out to the bigger guys.
Easily.
Well, it's like
what do you think about it? You know, like how are your thoughts?
typically it's it's like you can own this company and it'll last generation for like 10 generations. And then they're like, yeah, but we'll give you enough money for like you and the next 3 generations will be set. Like, okay. So they take it. They're like, all right. You know? But some people hold on to the like Yingling. Look at Yingling. They're still family owned and
Yeah, they're still independent. Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, can you really blame companies if
No.
AB InBev says, hey, we'll give you this amount of dollars to sell us your company, and they're like, they look at the number and they're like, well, at first they're like, yeah, we'll never sell out, and then they look at the number and they're like, yeah, maybe we'll sell out.
Well, there was that one company that was built just to be sold to Anheuser-Busch. That Golden Road.
Yeah.
That lady, she built that place and got it going just to sell it.
Just to do that.
Jeez.
You can't blame them though, It's all about in the long run. Most of them, that's all they care about is the money.
What I recently heard on this subject, I think that's why I put it in there. Of course, listen to my stupid podcast. But this guy he works for Anheuser-Busch or works for InBev, AB InBev company or whatever. And he's like, we brew the same beer that we were brewing before. They basically sold out, got their money, and now AB InBev owns whatever company owns that bigger company owns that fucking thing, but you're still brewing it the same way. So he was like, I just wish people would kind of get away from this idea that they sold out, but we're still brewing the same thing, blah 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 blah. But then your shit diminishes, your quality. Your batches now. I don't know. It's
it's crazy too because sometimes they'll buy a rival brand or something, or they'll buy a brand that's competing with one of their brands, and they'll like kind of kill it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They'll buy it just to freaking bury it.
Yeah.
Totally. I agree. Like Fat Tire. I mean, what the fuck? If that's as you say it.
Well, it's Constellation, I think, that owns New Belgium.
What's
Yeah.
what's Heineken's? Who's Heineken owned by? Is it Heineken or
It's I forgot
the big
now.
parent company? Grupo. Is that the who does Grupo Modelo? That's Modelo, and then there's a bunch of other brands that are owned by Grupo Modelo.
Oh, I don't know that.
There's for Ontario when you need them.
We were just talking about that last night, I think.
Heineken. Forgot Heineken's owned by like a big parent company, and they own a lot of brands too.
Well, Duvel's also another one. Duvel and the other one's there with those guys. Who do they sell out to?
Well, Duvel, they own Omegang now.
Boulevard.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Got it. There you go. Heineken.
Apparently, Bill Gates owns Heineken. Why the hell does
What?
I can see that. Create toilets in third world countries and buy Heineken.
Yeah, it says
That's
Bill
retirement
Gates.
plan
Dude.
right there.
What the hell? $902 million in Heineken. Their stake in Heineken. Jesus. It's crazy. Lagunitas is still they're by themselves still, aren't they? Or are they not? No, they
No,
just out.
no, Heineken.
That's
Is
right.
family owned?
Leinenkugel still.
Leinenkugel's owned by Anheuser-Busch.
Okay.
Are they?
What about Sierra Nevada?
They're by
They're
themselves.
they'll never sell.
Yeah,
I think it's either Anheuser-Busch or Miller. It's one of those.
Okay, that owns Leinenkugel. I can see.
Yeah.
Probably Miller.
Blue Moon, I think, is
Coors.
Coors is Blue Moon.
Coors.
It's been
And
Blue
then-
Moon for
Shock Top. That's the
that's A and B and Bev.
Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But which is a shame. It was good.
Oh, Sierra Nevada family owned. That's
Yep.
nice. That's why you get good beers still
Mm-hmm.
for a good price.
Mm-hmm.
Who owns Sam Adams?
Breckenridge sold out
St. Ides is
like
back.
10 years ago, 8 years ago, to Anheuser, AB and Bev. Breckenridge did. I was pissed.
Who owns St.
Do
Ides?
they sell out to have them a bigger company manage them? I mean, they're still keeping the recipes and brewing at the same.
And they're still brewing at the location. I think it's just
They usually keep
Yeah.
the same employees too.
not like
They just someone else owns the rights, but typically they'll keep like the same employees too. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
They try to, yeah.
yeah. That's how Breckenridge is off of Santa Fe and Littleton.
Crazy Horse.
It sucks.
But then when the big companies
Crazy Horse.
buy them out, that's when they start cutting corners. And
Crazy Horse sold Los Angeles group buys Crazy Horse for $3 million. I don't know what that's all about. I was just going by Miss Piggy was saying Crazy Horse, so looking that up.
Stone Brewing sold out to Sapporo.
Yeah, after they got millions of dollars from Coors, like literally a week later, they sold out. I'm like, you dirty motherfucker.
Yeah, they said between 165 and 168 million.
Wow.
Jeez.
But the same amount that Coors gave them too.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got double payday. Ridiculous. That made me
Miss
so
Piggy
mad.
said that Crazy Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Crazy Horse. Los Angeles brought a group from them from Los Angeles brought them for $3 million or something. I've never even had Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
Now that's
never
not
heard of
the
them.
one out in the Michigan area, right?
It could be.
Are they?
Is
Is that Dark
Because
Horse?
I know
Is that Dark
Michigan's
Horse?
over there. That would make sense. That would make sense.
Where are they going?
Yeah, Midwest somewhere. Indiana. Grown hops. No, Indiana grown hops. No, that's hops. Sorry, Crazy Horse hops. Sorry, my bad.
New
What-
Belgium sold to Kieran in 2019.
Williamstown,
I
Victoria.
know. Oh, it was Kieran, not Constellation. Okay, yeah, I knew. They're in Australia.
No, I've never heard
Pretty
of
God, New
Crazy
Belgium was sold longer ago than 4 years ago. Wow.
Goose Island sold to Anheuser-Busch in 2011.
Yep. Long time ago.
Nice. Wow. Okay.
Long time
And
ago.
sorry, I'm not really smart. I just looked this up because I didn't know anything about it. So new.
I'm looking
I
it
forget
up.
when it was when Breckenridge Brewery sold. I want to say it was like 2015. That seems about right to AB and Bev. Because they built this beautiful new facility in Littleton, and it was either selling to AB and Bev or going bankrupt because they were way over.
Anheuser-Busch, InBev. Yep. That's it.
Yep. 2015, yeah.
And there was a $1 billion buyout of Ballast Point,
Ballast Point,
Oh,
San Diego, yeah.
the Constellation brands in 2015.
That's not ball ass. It's bad.
Well, the beer tastes like ball ass at this point. Even the sculpin is the grapefruit
I
sculpin.
was
is not-
sounding it out.
It was sold to kings and convicts.
It was sold to ball ass point.
It
Wait
was,
until you
and
get your
then it was
ball
sold
ass
to
over
kings
here.
and convicts. Yeah,
They were sold to
Ball ass.
kings and convicts.
they were
Kings-
sold after that to kings and convicts. Yeah,
Yeah.
ball ass. I was sounding it out. Sorry.
Right, Shark. She lives on the coast. You know, she should know what a ball ass is.
I do not. I do not. I can tell you what I thought it was.
Green Flash also sold. Yeah.
It's funny, dude. Yeah, Green Flash sold out.
Seattle. They make the space dust. I think they sold as well.
Oh yeah, they did a while ago. Elysian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. I went to like one of their brew pubs in 2016. It was good. I got everything but the space dust. I tried everything because I already had the space dust. And
Anheuser-Busch as
it was
well.
really good, but that was damn 7 years ago. But yeah, it was good then. But I haven't really. I don't think the price fits the beer with the Ballast Point and Elysian. They charge up the wahoo for that. Same with Stone. They act like Stone's like God's gift of beer, and I'm like, it's not worth $15 for a 6-pack. I'm not paying that. Sorry.
Green Flash and Alpine Beer Company sold out to Sweetwater.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Sweetwater sold out to some van down by the river.
Sweetwater in Georgia sold out too.
Sold out to Chris Farley.
Yay.
That's Chris Farley.
Say you're gonna move. You're gonna move. Otherwise, I'm gonna run you over.
There's a name for a beer for you, beer man. If you ever make a barley wine, Chris Barley.
Chris Farley.
Chris barley wine. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And then the logo will just be a van sitting next to a river.
Yeah.
no. It's got to be him shirtless dancing for that skit with Patrick Swayze.
Let's see.
Mm.
They sold out to Sapporo though. Stone did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was what 6
Wow.
months ago. It was done.
Yeah, Felix says they kept their
There's
distribution.
a Elysian Brewing Company, original brew pub in Seattle.
Hell, and barley and me for a barley wine's a good one too. I like that.
They sold it to Anheuser-Busch.
Who?
Maybe InBev, dude. Jesus.
Elysian Brewing
Oh,
Company.
okay. Elysian, yeah. I don't even remember what year that was. I want to say it was
2016.
after. It was 2016.
Yeah.
And that happened like probably simultaneously. I was the reason they sold out because they saw me walk in. They're like, "We're done. This is a riffraff we're bringing in. Now we're selling AB and Bev. We're done." Jackass from Colorado. We're gonna sell AB and Bev. We're done.
Stone Brewing has officially sold out Sapporo, ending 26 years of independence. In the world of American craft beer, there has never been a brewery that trumpeted its independence and disdain for sellouts louder than Stone Brewing Company.
Yeah,
That guy was a dick.
that's another reason why I look at Stone and go, I'm not buying your beer ever again because you just basically contradicted yourselves, and no respect for
I'm not
that.
into Stone at all.
No.
There's been some good beers, but I don't.
The one I really liked from Stone, and I only saw it once, and this was over 10 years, maybe longer, was the Double Bastard. Like the Double Air Bastard. The Double Bastard was good.
A lot of the people that sell out, though, it's a lot of like grocery store beer. You don't see many like super crafty breweries selling out a lot, you know.
The smaller.
Yeah.
Maybe down the line, possible, but you got yourself a mug of water.
That's right.
Nice. I got the water.
Good boy, says Bumpy.
Yeah, hydrate.
All these late nights of drinking beer and whiskey.
All this.
I will agree that
Stone
IPA or Stone was good in the day.
Yeah, the Stone IPA was good about a decade ago, Shark, and it's just like
Aloha.
even Dry Dock has basically like lost a couple notches, and they haven't even sold out. They're just like your pictures are bigger than you can do because now you're distributing in Kansas and Nebraska now, and you're getting the works for Oklahoma for later this year. It's like your quality is going down because they're doing that.
Well, they built a big old brewery in Germany, and that didn't really kick off very well.
Mm.
And they had to sell that. And everything else after that, I don't know. It was nice. It was a nice brewery too, man. I was like, damn.
That's
Damn, they got it going
You know
on.
what, beer man? Remember you asked me if my beer was boozy?
Yeah.
It doesn't taste it, but I'm all warm right here.
You got a warm chest? Yeah.
There we go.
So I know it's there. I can feel
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but it
Cool.
doesn't taste it.
You didn't make it to the bathroom in time.
Right? Must be the peanut butter got stuck in your.
A little warm right now. Oops.
I'm all warm and fuzzy in the feels. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's nice.
Well, shoot, man. Let's go ahead and end this, man. We're at 42, 43
All
minutes.
right.
So
Let's
let's
get that second wheel going. Oh boy,
do it.
it's nerve wracking, man. Shuffle it up too. Yeah, shuffle it. Yeah, a few times. There you go. Yeah, keep doing that every time you spin it. Just see what happens.
Hey, who's first? Chadeo? You
I
are?
am. Pen's ready. Pad's ready. It's probably going to be a word I already had. Dizzy. Okay. I'll be going to the cellar for next week. I like that.
All right. We got Bumpy next, right? Yeah. Bumpy's next. Blue. No, you guys can argue with this, and I can spin again.
Too bad you didn't have that Spanish Marie beer that I just reviewed.
Do you want to take blue, Bumpy?
I'll take blue.
Okay.
There you go. I saw Disney. I'm like, yes.
Maybe I'll just bring a sad beer.
Oh shit!
It's blue.
I started brewing one recently.
There's Tanner next. No, let's go another one. Can't have too dizzy. Let's go again. Let's go again. Well, we could have two dizzies if you wanted. Oh, fuck me. Cold.
Get yourself a nice cold IPA.
Just get any cold beer.
Ice beers, so we'll see what happens. Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, a nice Bach. Yeah.
Definitely be creative. Don't just bring a cold beer. Angie's next.
The can says it's cold. Look at the mountains.
Bloody.
Oh God.
Oh my lord!
Get a red ale.
All right, ready it is if you want it.
Red ale works.
Do you want it?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Like a red ale. Huh?
Yeah, red ale.
Fucking clever.
Shiny, shiny, come on! Oh, I was hoping that you would drink that edible freaking glitter. Dang it.
All right, I gotta think about clever now. Well, cool. Hopefully we bring some good beers next week.
Good to choose from.
You know how that all goes. But Chadeo is spinning the bottle.
I am. I got so many options for Disney. I'm excited.
We are. I like pizza port.
Blue.
Well, cool. So we got our adjectives out of the way. Hopefully we can find something on that. Let's go ahead and let's end this up and do our last thoughts on the beers we brought.
Mm.
And as soon as I can get it right, Chadeo.
All right, real quick, 75. Just
All right, cool. That was
80 is my average. It's below average. I mean, I could have just gone out and got a Coors Banquet for a few bucks cheaper, and I probably would have enjoyed it more than this.
75 is all right, though. It's still
Just 75.
Yeah, nice. All right, cheers. Thanks, Chadeo. All right, we got Bumpy.
Yeah, you made it.
Yes, and the nation.
You made it.
Hi, pretty girl.
Beatty! Yay.
So we're gonna go with we're gonna give the beer that I had. I'll give it a 41 out of 50. I think it was a very good beer. Some of the things I dinged it on was, I mean, it was definitely not filtered, and usually a Czech style Pilsner is going to be very clear. And then it kind of had that non-clean flavor to it, just with all the particulate that was kind of in there. But other than that, I have 5 left, so I'll drink them, no problem. That's it, right? We're not doing promos yet, right?
Yeah, we'll go back around. We'll just get these out. I guess we could have done it all at the same time, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do that again.
Sadie.
What did you score again, Bub?
A 41 out of 50.
41.
So very good. Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, now we got. I know it should be Angie, but we're going to bring up East Coast just to keep it in the loop. There we go.
This is really good, but I definitely would recommend drinking this with somebody else. It's going to be hard to drink this whole thing. It's super sour. The flavor is phenomenal. I didn't really talk about the mouthfeel, the carbonation. It does kind of have like a thicker, heavily fruited sour mouthfeel. Of course, not like Drecker, but I would still say like medium. And with carbonation, I would like a little bit more carbonation out of it. It's a good beer. It's just super, super sour. It's like, if you want tart sour, this is a good beer for you. Sometimes the oak astringency with the sours, it gives an off flavor for me personally. So I've had some that I didn't enjoy, but there's no offensive notes in this for me personally. But being a bourbon barrel aged beer, I kind of was hoping that there was like maybe like a hint of coffee or like a hint of chocolate or something in there. And I don't even know if that's possible to have that come through. Maybe if it sits in it long enough. So I was a little disappointed in that factor. Well, he told me, I asked him, I was like, is there any like chocolate or coffee notes? And he was like, no, not really, just more of like an oak astringency. But like I said, being aged in a Woodford Reserve bourbon barrel, I thought maybe you would get a little bit of that. I think it's pretty good. Like I said, it's more of a sharing beer, 8% ABVs, very well hidden. I'd run this at like a solid. I want to give it like an A-, but I kind of can't because of the acidity. It's super, super sour for me personally. So I'll give it like an 89. about the highest you could give it as a B plus. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. And $17, not bad. I think it's definitely worth the money, and it's a unique beer. So yeah, cheers.
Awesome. Cheers, man. Thank you, Tanner, man. Now we're going to Miss Lady Angie. All right.
Yeah. Abita, PBJ, good stuff. Enjoying it. I mean, if you want to get into something that's like you want like a special beer, not just a regular, IPA or whatever. This one is really cool because it really does taste like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And the 8%, it has a lot of bang for its buck. I go for that. So this isn't one though that you can get a bushel of crabs and drink this with, because it just wouldn't. You know what I mean? It's like a special one, like the s'mores.
Yeah.
That you would just drink. You wouldn't match it up with anything, I don't think. I'm gonna say I'd get it again. I got 2 more in there. I'm gonna say 94 out of 100.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, man. Well, thank you, Angie. Good score there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
A dessert drink. Yes, Ryan, exactly.
Ryan, cheers, man. All right. This beer was great. I really liked it. I'm actually going to score it high. I'm going to give it a 97 out of 100. I thought it was a very delicious wild sour ale. Very good. Blueberry was nice. The olive was a little bit different on the kick side of it. It kind of, this is ours. But I did get the blueberry as well, so it was really nice. Get that buttery kind of mouthfeel, silky smooth, clean, not clean, not so clean, somewhat clean actually, but yeah, not bad. Cheers, Rageopolis. Cheers to you, bro. Yeah. All right, sweet. Thank you. You don't have to do anything, but thank you. Yeah, so a 97 out of 100 for sure. That's what I got. So I have some good, decent scores here, somewhat, from some of you. So let's go ahead and bring it back up to this one here. Move you guys around a little bit. And you guys go ahead. Let's do our shout outs now and get this show over with.
All right. Shout outs. I started getting into Formula One racing, and to my surprise, those videos are doing very, very well. They started to take off. So I put one out Saturday, Monday, put one out today, and I have one tomorrow. Just me reacting to what is Formula One, just to get to know the sport. Also, shout out to where'd they go? Hopped Up Beer Reviews. Those are our new buddies from Mississippi. Great group of guys. They met at university years ago, and today they reviewed the New Belgium New Fat Tire against the Amber, which was very fascinating, very interesting. Some of them might have picked the new Fat Tire over the old, but yeah, check those guys out. Great peeps. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. On my channel, on Monday nights, I have a live show. It's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. Show starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. And other than that, I went out venturing last night once my power came back on. Went over to a channel that was introduced to me from Tanner, giving him shout outs plenty of times. Ended up on Cheech's channel and met some whiskey folks, and one of them was I'll drop his link in this channel here. So give them a check out. They're very nice people, very friendly, I was probably annoying as all hell. But yeah, hello again, whiskey friends. This guy actually lives in Rhode Island, somewhere close to Tanner, because everything's close in Rhode Island.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think I'm subscribed to that guy.
You're within 20 minutes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Hello again, whiskey friends. Good friendly channel, and definitely some nice whiskey. At least I've only watched one episode. Just found him last night, but it's some pretty pricey whiskey. Not like the $1,000 range that he was sipping on, but like $185 bottle. It sounded pretty nice.
Got like 12 bottles of Stag Junior. Jesus. I was looking at his last video.
Yep. That's it. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Shout outs for me. I just recently put out a new style video. It's called Repurchase or Pass. So it's pretty much when I kill off bottles. I'm going to try to section them out to be certain categories. The last one I did was 5 bourbons under 60. So I'm going to try to keep that theme where whatever I finish, it's going to be, like I said, in certain categories, whatever it is. I might even do, so it's going to be repurchase or pass. I think that might just be like typically like a whiskey style repurchase or pass. I mean, I guess I could do it with beer too, but I mean, I might just call it something, but I do want that style video and that name, that series to be mainly whiskey. But yeah, I could pretty much do it with any type of product. I think that'd be cool. Maybe I could do it with some New England IPAs. Or something, kind of keep that same style, but do it with beer. So yeah, just look out for that. I just recently dropped some beer reviews as well. Holy crap. I put out that was like, I was just looking at that. I put out a Spanish Marie beer. It was a super blue. Like I was joking about. Oh, you missed trivia night? It's been a while, Rich. Maybe it'll come back soon. But yeah, I was joking to Bumpy because he got the blue adjective, and that beer that I have, Spanish Marie, is straight up blue. But yeah, go check that out if you're interested. And shout outs for other people. Go check out where is it? Straight Up Bourbon, 2 cool guys. Do a lot of whiskey reviews. And then you shout out a beer person. Go check out Kent Beer Reviews with Craig. So, yeah. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, Jacuco.
She knows the one. Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay. My main channel is Angie Mason. No, it's not. Hang on. It's Angie's Fluid Art. Sorry. And I do live art Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm really excited because I just recently entered the, what's it called? Miscellaneous just told me about it yesterday, where you submit your art.
Oh, yeah.
It's in Canada.
Collective Arts?
Collective Arts. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I entered this into their can art contest, and I named it "Hold My Beer"
Oh,
because of the
that's
hand.
cool.
And I got an email from them, and they accepted it, so I'm really excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
good.
I'm not sure when it's gonna, I think there's like 150 days left in the whole thing, so it's gonna be a while before I hear anything. But yeah, I'm really excited. So
Yeah. I'm
and
excited for you.
I have 2 other channels that are just for shenanigans and giggles, just being Angie or Angie following the rules, whichever mood I'm in. So check those out. They're just for fun. shout out. I want to shout out my Art by Sparkle. I want to say big happy birthday to her husband Tom today. Love you.
Happy birthday.
I
Happy
also
birthday,
want
Tom.
to shout out all these fine gentlemen up here on the panel who allow me to come up and join in and act like I know what I'm doing sometimes. And Alex the Beer Master, the legendary, I'd like to shout him out. Last Beer Josh, I'd like to shout him out. And Sam Smalley on Instagram, short and stout beer reviews.
Nice. Excelente.
There you have it.
Cheers. Cheers,
Cheers.
Andy.
Cheers.
All right. Well,
Cheers.
that is pretty cool, Angie. Hell yeah, it is.
I hope my hand goes on a can. I'm really that didn't sound right, but I do.
That's great. I think it's awesome. Actually, it's kind of right up their alley too with art. They have that kind of artwork on their label.
Yeah.
All right. So as far as I go, y'all know my beer and cheese every Tuesday at 6:00 Eastern. If you guys 8, 5 my time. If you'd like to be there, just let me know. There's an email in my about page on my YouTube channel, or it's always pushed in the back end with our Google World there, or whatever it's called. Hangouts. Wednesday today will be another one, so bring those adjective beers. Bring a beer based on that adjective you got today if you'd like to be here. And if you're not here next week, it's fine. Just bring it the following week or whatever you can be here again. So it doesn't matter. And if you're new to the channel, new to the show, you can bring whatever you want. It's always the first one's always an open table one. Brewing tomorrow, I'm maybe brewing an American Amber Ale live, just because I would just talk to myself otherwise. So it's better to just brew with everyone if you want to pop in and see me do something. I got to try and get ready tonight for that. I kind of want to brew in the morning, so we'll see how that goes. And that's the Flava Sava for Eric, and I'll mention him. He got his show. I think he's doing it today, Wildcard Wednesday at 4:30, 5, 6, 7:30 your time there on the East. And I will mention one dude. Well, Bridgeopolis is sending me something. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And I'm glad you liked my my NEPA. So yeah. Finru Homebrewing is a dude that is killing it with the Nut Brown kit here at Homebrew Wednesday on his 30s from New Zealand. So, go check him out. Always brewing up some beer. A great home brewer himself. So yeah. All right. So thank you to the chat as well for all of your awesomeness, for showing up and giving us a nice view today and checking us all out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to these guys. Sounds like a ride. Like, siete sentados, por favor. Remain seated, please, while this ride is in motion.
Sounds like the monorail freaking thing at Disneyland.
No, but thank you so much for your time, your contribution to this channel, to everyone's channels here and everything else, and to this show. And thank you, of course, Chadeo, Mile High Club, man. Chadeo, brother. All right. Cheers to you. Cheers to Bumpy Road Brews, Mr. Inspection Time guy.
Cheers.
East Coast LK Reviews and beer reviews. And Angie with Angie's Fluid Art and her other awesome channels. Thank you so much. And of course, Beer Man. It's always beer time. So yeah, let's keep the beer world going, man. It's such a great world, a great community. I'm done here. Let's go. All right, let me bring up my outro. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you are fucking from in this beautiful world. But not after one more sip if you've got it.
Cheers.
Cheers. May the gauntlet begin.